Welcome into HouseOfSparky.com. I'm Bailey O'Carroll, joined by Josiah Destin, co-editor of HouseOfSparky.com. Josiah, ASU, still undefeated, but let's talk about kind of maybe a growing trend with this team is the fact that they're maybe becoming a second half of the first half team. They let their opponents go on these, I don't know if you can call them massive runs, but pretty big runs early on in the game, and then they kind of have to claw their way back into it. Do you think that this is something that they're going to keep doing? Is this something that Hurley's going to jump on and attack in practice? What can you kind of expect to see in the future with this?
It's really interesting. What Hurley said after the game was that what Vanderbilt did was they brought out a lot of small guys as their starters, guys who can guard the Trey Holders, the Remy Martins, Shannon Evans of the world, and shut them down. And that's what they did, getting out to that 13-0 start. ASU didn't look great in the beginning, and it's because of that. But really moving forward, what Hurley did say was that they did adjust and they got used to that small lineup, and they were able to get some points. Early on, no guard really had over 2 points throughout that first start of the first half, through first 10 minutes or so. The Sun Devils only had 4 points. It was a very interesting first half, to say the least. But when they're so good offensively, they go on these runs, and it just, out of nowhere, they're up big.
Right, and I think this says a lot for this team, is their ability to bounce back, and when a guy like Trey Holder or Shannon Evans isn't necessarily on right out of the gate, that they can find their feet again and get back on their feet and come back in and obviously win by a decent margin. Now let's move on to a guy who kind of found his stride, I feel like, in this game, Mickey Mitchell. He didn't play great, I guess you could say, in his first game back, but it seems like he, like I said, kind of found his place a little bit more with his team in this game. What can we expect to see out of him in future games?
Yeah, first game back, 6 minutes, no points, no rebounds. This game, he definitely had more than 6 minutes. I didn't check, but he had 8 points, 13 rebounds, 10 rebounds in the first half. What the guy brings is just that physicality that we were talking about earlier. Hurley says he's very physical. He's over 200 pounds, 6'7" guy. He's not very tall, but he plays like it just because of his body. And he can pass very well. He can rebound, and he was kind of that extra physical boost today for ASU.
And then let's talk about the fact that something I guess you can't ignore is that they're still undefeated. What does this mean for this team? They're obviously, Hurley mentioned it in the press conference, they have that bullseye on their back. Teams are really paying attention to them. I can't remember if it was Trey Holder or Mickey Mitchell in the press conference said that teams kind of wrote them off last year, didn't really care about them. That's not the case this year. So what can we expect to see in the future games? Do you think that they're going to play a little more nervous, or do you think they're just going to keep playing the style they like to play?
They're going to go all out. They're going to beat teams 100 to 50 or 200 to 150. They're going to just score and score and score. What Mickey Mitchell said earlier, what you were talking about, was last year teams are beating us and they didn't stop. We're not going to stop. So that's why they don't bring down the pace. The Sun Devils, they look great. I don't think they're not going to lose a game this season. It's a possible thing to happen. But what a lot of people are really looking forward to is December 30th in Arizona, and Kimani Lawrence might even be back.
And I know Coach said that he would, Kimani would say when he's ready to play and they would really trust him. But he's getting back into practice. He's running on his own, and he's participating in drills, obviously non-contact. He's not going full 100% in practice. When they add him back, what does he bring to this team?
Yeah, even more height. the guy is a small forward. ASU is great with their guards. They've got 4 very, very good guards, and then Romello White, obviously, and Daquan Lake coming off the bench, and Scheibel. They've got their bigs, but Kimani Lawrence, he was top 60 in the nation in ESPN recruits. So, it's not like the guy isn't going to be good on this level. He's gotten some time to really take mental reps and see how the Sun Devils have done this from the beginning. But, he's coming in here on a red-hot team, and it took Mickey Mitchell a game, you could say, to really get things going. Might be the same for Kimani. We'll see.
All right, we'll have to see exactly when he comes back, when he's ready, and when Hurley decides that he's ready as well. But I guess you'll have to tune back in House of Sparky for all of your ASU basketball needs and wants and all the excitement that this team brings. Very exciting stuff. Josiah, thanks for joining me, and we'll catch you guys next time.